Hey guys, Shadow here, and today I'm going to bring you a tutorial on how to make a Minecraft server. And I'm doing this because a friend asked me to. And this time I actually made sure that I plugged in my microphone because yesterday I tried recording this and I just derped. Yeah. So first thing you want to do is you want to open up your web browser and go to www.minecraft.net. Then you want to log in and go to download now. Once download now comes up, you want to download not Minecraft.exe, Minecraft underscore server.exe. So let's go ahead and get that. It should take only a second. And now that that's done, if I can get this right, then you have to drag it into a folder that you made. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm making it server tutorial. So come on, let me drag you. Let me drag you into this folder. Okay, I did not press open when done. Show in folder. Come on. Cancel. Exit out of that. Download. And then you want to go into your download file and grab it out of there. Minecraftserver.exe. And then drag it into your folder. And that was just a bit of a derp also. So then you want to close your download folder and your web browser. For right now, you are going to need your web browser for port forwarding and getting your IP for other people. I'm also going to show you how to port forward a Belkin router, but not any other router. So if you have a Netgear router or something, you don't want to watch the second half of this. It's actually pretty easy to port forward a Belkin router. So then once this is done, I'm probably just going to skip to the part where it's done, so I'll see y'all then. Alright guys, once it's done, you can close out of that, and you'll see that a whole bunch of files suddenly appear. This is the map. This and this are banned IPs and banned players. Pretty self-explanatory for those two. People who can't come on servers and IPs that can't come on servers. Offstop text, you want to add yourself to that. Any of your friends that you want to be off on your server. Server.log is just the server log, like what happens on the server. Server.properties, this is what you really want to focus on. So I'm just going to open that up. And then whitelist. When whitelisting is enabled, you have to put people on this list in order for them to be able to come on the server. So let's go into the server.properties. This top part you can generator settings. I don't know what that does. Allow nether. If it's true, people can go in the nether, and the nether portal can be created. Level name world. That's a map that's going to be loaded, and the map has to be in this folder right here, or else it won't load. Don't know what enable query does. Enable flight. People can use the /fly command, I think. Server port for the purpose of this tutorial will be 25566. It's usually 25565 though, and I'll get more on that later when we port forward. Alright, enable Arcorn. Don't know what that is. Level seed. That's the seed that the world will be. And if you don't know what a seed is, then you might have to Google it because I really can't explain it. Ew, I'm gonna have to blur that out. Force game mode, I don't know what that does. Server IP, this is what I'm gonna have to blur out. You have to put, I'll explain this more when we port forward, but you have to put your IP address or your IPv4 address on here. Next, build height, how high the person can build. Spawn NPCs, non-playable characters, aka Testificates, aka villagers. Whitelist, I already explained what that was. Animals, spawn pigs, sheep, and all that. Snooper, don't know what that is. Hardcore, you should know what that is. Texture pack, that can have the server have a default texture pack that players can download from the server. Online mode, I think if you turn it to false it will be correct, but I'm not really too sure about that one. PvP, player versus player. If it's true, one player can hit another. If it's false, they can't. Difficulty, 0 is peaceful, 1 is easy, 2 is normal, 3 is hard. Game mode, 0 is survival, 1 is creative, 2 is adventure. Max players, my computer can only handle 10 people at a time on the server. Spawn monsters, that's creepers, endermen, stuff like that. Generate structures like villages and the end thing, dungeons, the end stronghold, yeah. View distance, don't know. The message of the day, you can change that to whatever you want. I put it to Shadow Eats Poopy for the purpose of this tutorial. You could also color code it and make it um and oops and a shadow and B eats and C, and I think that works. So then you're gonna have to save that. Alright, now you want to minimize this, and let's see. I think now we have to port forward. So if you have a Netgear router or something like that, because I only know about 2 routers, that's a Belkin router and Netgear, you might want to stop this video here. But before you stop the video, I have to show you something. You want to go into your web browser and wait for that to load. Now, last time I tried doing this, Chrome actually crashed on me. So, in this top bar, you want to search, what is my IP? And this I don't have to blur out because it's also the IP to my Bukkit server. So, yeah. And my IP address will be 174.97.21.18. And then colon your port. So the IP address to this tutorial server, which is going to be up at all, is 174.97.21.18 colon 25566. The IP to my Bukkit server is 174.97.21.18 colon 25565. That's a mouthful. So now I can just go ahead and minimize that, and then come up here, and then go into your command prompt. If you have Windows 7 and it's not up here, just type in CMD, or if you have Windows XP, it'll be a run up over here. So then I'll just put run on here, and then you'll just have to type CMD in there. It should bring up a command prompt. So then you want to type in ipconfig. Sometimes it might say this. ipconfig is not recognized as an internal or external command, or program, or batch file. When it says that, you want to do c:/windows/system32-ipconfig. I'm not going to press enter because I'll show my IP address, and I don't want to blur it out for right now. Alright, so what it does is it shows you your IP address. Sometimes it might also be called the IPv4 address, and I'll show you what that's for in a second. And it will also show you the default gateway. I'm going to close out of that and come into Chrome, and I'm going to cut this and so I can do something else. Alright guys, and then what was I going to say? Oh yeah, once you have your default gateway and your IP address or your IPv4 address, you want to type in your default gateway up at the top bar of your web browser, where you usually type in the URL. So mine is blah 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 dot blah 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 dot blah dot blah, and that's going to be blurred out. Come on. Okay. Then you want to go into virtual servers. Then you want to submit and leave it blank. Okay. Now I'm going to also have to blur out the private IP address because y'all don't need to see it. So then you want to enable it. You want to describe it as a Minecraft server. The inbound port and the private ports will all be the same. So for the purpose of this tutorial, it's 25566. The type is TCP, and then you want to type in the last digit of your IP address or IPv4 address. Right, then you want to apply changes, and then exile that. Alright, then you want to launch your server again. Go ahead and close all that. Alright, and I'm hoping it doesn't give me that error that failed to find port thing. If so, then you just have to change the ports. Alright. And I know this works. So yeah. Preparing spawn area, blah blah blah. Done. See? Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut until I get to Minecraft, so I'll see y'all there. Alright guys, I am back and the server is run or ran. And yeah. So what you wanna do is you wanna add server, and then you wanna name it whatever it is, so name it your server. Then you wanna type in your IPv4 address in here. So mine is blah 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 dot blah 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 dot blah colon your port, so 25566 for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm going to hide the address because I don't want y'all seeing this. Done. Also hid my server address because that's also the same thing, just different port. Alright, so then you want to, and it says 0 of 10 people. The MOTD didn't work for the color for some reason. So join server. And I'm having bad FPS right now, so yeah. Oh, drop down to 0. Drop down to 2. Alright, well, it's going to drop down because Minecraft has actually been really laggy for me lately, and I'm just not liking it because it's being poopy. Oh yeah, so it works. I taught y'all how to port forward and make the Minecraft server and all that. And if you have a different type of router besides Belkin, you're going to have to look up how to port forward the router, that brand that you have. Hope this tutorial helped y'all. I know it was a pain to make it because I had to make it twice. Because the first time I didn't plug in my microphone. And there's the piggy right there. Piggy. Piggy. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.